apparatus is gone. Now a lot of elves. A big problem that you guys are going to run into as well might be timing. Because you got basically an entire army not 100 feet above your heads right now.
Oh, yeah.
Gathering their strength and getting strike teams ready to, breach.
Ah, but fuck those guys. They don't have an elevator.
They do not have an elevator. They might have other means.
No, they're gonna have to take
Feather
the
Fall's a
stairs.
first level spell.
Yeah, they're totally
Right,
gonna have to take
right.
the stairs. Yeah. We have
There
Bella.
are no stairs to the bottom levels.
Yeah, but if you unleash Bella, then whatever elves in the vicinity die too.
Well, I mean, right now they're kind of at a fate worse than death, so I don't know if that's a bad.
Okay, I have a question.
So are you suggesting we just mercy kill them all?
If somebody
That
were,
would be an easier wish.
if somebody were to
I mean, we
mercy
don't need to waste a
spend,
wish on that shit. I got fucking fists.
You
I'm
just,
not saying we need to do it.
or
I'm
you
just
could
saying.
go into into the room. You could find the room where like the magical apparatuses that are running all these magical life support systems are, and shut those down.
Yeah. But
Welcome back to Mad King, everybody.
hello.
A 4. I'm gonna roll hot tonight.
So, I have
Y'all
a
better
question.
avoid combat.
As we're literally.
roll the duck.
Oh, did I snatch it from you? I saw the duck appear, and I was like, roll the dice.
going crazy. Okay.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can hero
50.
points be spent for god favors?
No.
Damn.
But
You can get small buffs with prestige spending, but that is
Oh no.
much more to function.
20.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That's more functioning on your already obtained god powers. And so you get, personal buffs and things like that.
might help.
God, BJ.
What?
It's all for you and Chad.
I'm terrified.
But, so no, you don't necessarily have hero points or prestige that's going to realistically help you out of this. Now you could, in a very long shot, if you had a lot of prestige, you could get NVIDIA to utilize their ability through Sylvanas that can heal individuals. But
That's a
boy,
lot of healing.
is it going to be enough healing to stabilize them? Most of them, odds are it's not. And how many, honestly, can you do in a reasonable amount of time?
Not enough.
A good chunk, but,
Yeah.
stable isn't healthy and mobile,
Yeah.
and some is not the all you're looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd be okay with getting some.
I mean, if it comes
we could,
to
like,
say
restart,
some or
you know,
say
they
none.
could-
Yeah,
We could
absolutely.
rebuild.
You guys want to like peruse through the cells and pick your favorite?
Oh yeah, I'm down. Let's go harshly objectify them.
We need to, let's pick one facial feature, and then any of them with that specific facial
I don't know how
feature
many
is
of them
only
have
one.
Okay, wait, I
to
thought
be
maybe
honest.
like
No,
anyone
no.
who can walk.
Yes.
Like-
yes.
None.
None. Never mind.
Yeah, they are all completely
that's the first thing they-
Well, they're gonna
decimated.
need
Like,
they're
they're
gonna need
fucked.
some sort of reproduction, so we're gonna have to look for that.
Exactly. That's why we pick something like arbitrary, like they all have button noses.
No, I'm talking like they should probably have at least some most of their limbs relatively.
I mean, the
easy
one
to
guy
heal.
had 2 cocks coming out of his face. You know,
That's
he
pretty
had one in
sweet,
each
yeah.
eye. So
That's what we're saying here. Is there's a
We
lot
should
of
look for
growths.
ones that
You-
we can realistically heal up.
Do you spend time perusing the people?
No, we're not gonna actually do that.
Okay.
No.
That's
let's.
evil.
I was going to simply continue revealing information as like the clock ticks down on
No.
commandos
No.
breaching.
Let's.
yeah, no,
let's
that's
look,
the other thing. Is like we
let's
have a
look
time.
for-
We got
Okay. So we'll ditch the plan of destroying
You
the
have
tower
minutes
for now.
at best.
We'll ditch the plan for destroying the tower for now.
Yeah.
Grab a
We
glove
had,
and
yeah, we had between the bags of holding,
Scoop a couple into a cauldron and just call it good.
Oh. between the bag of holding
Please.
and
You're welcome.
between the bag of holding and our initial escape plan of being teleported out, we should be able to save a decent amount. So let's get.
I'm going to let you know right now, if your plan is to simply stuff them in a bag of holding and teleport out, some form of rather major healing is going to have to be done to each individual. They will not survive unplugged from the magical life support of this chamber.
So let's just start looking for the ones that
We don't have that much
to the
time.
best of our knowledge, or like at a quick glance, are the least fucked up.
No, I don't know if we
Are
do
we
that.
not doing
You're
the
not
wish
wrong.
thing?
No, we are, but we
But
are,
later.
Yeah, we're on a really big time crunch right now.
I know.
So what my plan is we can grab a couple of them, and then we can be working
It's like
on
Reese's
getting the
Pieces.
Luma thing to proc, because we don't have to be there. We don't have to be here
like
for it
fingers.
to.
Right, for it to work.
The wrong
So we
super
can just
elves.
like once it does proc, we could be like, hey, all the elves that are being held by the Mad King, we want them safe and healthy here in Bronshire. So
We could also completely demolish Ian's entire campaign
I have 5.
by requesting, instead of save them and bring them to Gronshire, the wish is just simply the Mad King never fucked with the elves. Whole storyline collapse. Be great. End of campaign.
I don't think at the end of campaign it'd be.
It would be a large break while I rewrite some major plot points.
It'd be a pretty big break. No, be honest.
It would change the world up, but technically this is like a side horrendous thing that he's done.
It would have to change a good amount.
It would have to change a very good amount. There's a lot of things that the elves provided research material
That's what I
for.
was
And also
thinking.
the whole time paradox thing, because if you never.
You guys, as you know, it would cease to exist, basically.
Exactly.
So I want to roll.
New players, new
Just turn
characters.
it into a super, like, one of those time trance movies, but, like, in the campaign.
Again,
Like
we can
Interstellar,
always
bro.
just wish the Mad King never existed. Also, end of campaign.
But again, super ridiculous butterfly effect. Instead, you could just be like, wish Mad King was dead.
It would just be unsatisfying because you guys would just never have anything
Wish
revealed.
Mad
It would just
King
end.
is in yellow.
But you
boots.
can.
I wish the Mad King was wearing yellow boots.
all the time.
I wish the Mad King could never remove his
These yellow boots.
That way we would always.
I would just have like
know.
5 of your NPCs just like kicking the door. I bought new boots.
Looks
we got a friend set. They were on sale. And just like 8 of your NPCs would have them.
Looks like those
a whole
eight.
bunch of
Looks like those 8
buildings.
NPCs gotta die.
Firing squad and go.
Just give them
Adara, who gave you those yellow boots?
yeah, give them to like a Dara.
Darn no! It wasn't
trusted
supposed to
you.
be you.
See how many of your favorites you could really chew through.
No. Just bring all ya. All ya already clapped for keys. We can't be
That
there.
is a stretch, okay?
Is
I
it?
won the first fight,
She kind
but then she just kept coming with that fucking hand.
She kind of claps.
It's not a bad thing that she's tough as nails. You know?
I want to roll
Good
a
nails.
heal check
Yeah.
to just try to quickly peruse and see the ones that are
These
least
nails.
fucked up.
Okay. You will not have time, obviously, to peruse everybody. But I
Correct.
can give you, a couple chambers, couple cells worth
Yeah.
of individuals.
Yeah. So
Should we do like a heal check?
that's what
That's
I'm
what
doing.
he's rolling right now. If you want to join, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll join.
Have we-
I got decent heal.
Alia really do be throwing hands.
I would not recommend a veterinarian check on this one.
Darn.
25.
I'm gonna burst my bubble like that.
veterinarian check.
Well,
may be
yeah, you
better,
could-
considering
you could
we really
actually
haven't
absolutely
studied
roll that.
any elf, you know.
1,
And
2,
the thing is
4.
too, right, is that you guys are looking for like, picking out the obvious we can't take you cases. There are some ones where it looks like it is just like a living pile of elf goo.
Gross. Yeah, we're not taking that.
And so it's like, yeah, that's
Friends for
near
Tino?
impossible for you guys to do anything.
Stop.
You find a couple. It seems, generally speaking, that the children have weathered the torture better because their
Is
bodies
there children?
bounce a little bit more.
That's fucked up.
You can find some where their limbs are completely destroyed, but for the most part, like vital organs are still in place. You do notice a couple of things. Every male, no genitals remain, at least not attached.
Even the children?
Even the children.
Damn.
Where they store the generals in?
Well, the
in
one
other
guy had.
elves.
Yeah, you know.
What kind of question is that?
Do they still work?
No. That's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
It
Who
could have
knows?
been
Funky
magic. You don't know.
magic, yeah.
Derek can grow them back. If
Oh, right,
that is
yeah.
really what you're asking about.
One wiener at a time.
One wiener at a time, saving the elf population.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have better luck with
Personally designed.
some of the underdeveloped.
Okay. I do want to take a few of like the adults.
How many lay on hands uses do you have?
So I currently have 10 out of
the models
12,
you can
but
choose
I
from.
have 2 like full recharges.
Wait,
I've already done
if we're
3
gonna-
10-inchers today. We can't do anymore.
It's like the stack.
Before you start trying to heal them all, why don't we just do the Sylvanas thing with the prestige?
How much prestige do you got?
I can give 7.
I have none.
Donald, how much prestige do you have?
11.
Realistically, if you want to just bolster Sylvanas's wisps and blow that for one big heal and buff it up with, say, 8 prestige, that should get you a handful to a stable position.
Mm-hmm. I will try to yoink out of here.
So if we use
Either that, or you would realistically use one of your full recharges and then like another half.
Yeah, because right now with all my recharges, I have 34.
Yeah.
34 charges.
Exactly. You use about 15, and that would have a similar effect.
Okay.
So I will give you my prestige, so you can do the Sylvanas thing, and then you do your lay on hands things, and then we've got like solid 12 elves.
Yeah. Yeah. You
So-
could both. Absolutely.
So maybe like 4 kids, or I mean not 4 kids, 4 adults and 8 kids, roughly.
Sure.
If we can find 8 kids.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's plenty of kids around.
Okay. Because I agree that we need some adults, because worst
Yeah.
case
The
scenario, we
babies.
can't come back and save these guys.
Yeah.
We need the elves to be babies so they can grow and reproduce, but we also need some of the adults so they can maintain their culture.
Yeah.
Save the babies.
So 4 adults,
Only the babies.
8
2
children.
dudes, 2 chicks,
That is,
and then 8
that's
children.
bad.
It's a quote. It's a quote. It's
No,
okay.
that's how bad things
So-
happen.
I didn't hear what was said.
It's whitewashing.
Oh,
Donald.
God.
Save
Donald?
the babies. And only the babies.
Donald.
The babies. All right, you do
It's
so.
Adventure Time quotes. Okay.
You guys are going to be running very low on time
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
fine.
with the lay on hands uses. Stuff them in the bag of holding.
Yes. Get them stabilized.
Yeah.
Put them in the bag of holding.
Yeah. They
And
all like
then-
immediately go comatose
Yeah, that's fine.
when you do some healing magic and then just unplug them from that life support machine. They all lose consciousness. There's
Okay.
no chance.
And then we all, or you, and the NPCs also go into the bag of holding, and then we use, we still have our teleports for fucking, what's his name, Grugnug,
Mm.
to then just get us the fuck out of here.
Do you need to not be a dragon? Like, does that?
Yeah.
And then we are going,
Okay.
with the way that the teleport spell works,
Uh-huh.
Are we still trying to destroy the tower?
Not
no,
today.
not today. We'll have to cross that bridge
Yeah, that's
later.
right.
With the way that the spell teleport works, is it like Grugnug can teleport me back to him, or can he teleport me to Bronze?
He can teleport you back to him
Okay.
in the Iron Mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the
And
dwarves.
then and then what my thought is we can get. Okay, so me and Donald will use a teleport back to the Iron Mountain, and then it's been a couple of days. Shiro should be up to it to get 2 teleports to Bronze and back. That way we can drop off the elves.
With Derek, right? Because he's with us in the mountains, isn't
Yeah.
he? So we'll have to take Derek back too.
So you stuff Derek in the bag of holding.
Yeah, all the NPC, everybody except for
Getting
me
it.
and Donald are going into the bag of holding.
Okay.
That's tight.
Who does
That's a
Shiro
tight fit.
grab first?
No, we're using Grugnug's teleport
Uh-huh.
to get me and Donald to the Iron Mountains because Shiro's
Yes.
not with us.
And then
And then
Shiro-
once we get to
He doesn't need to
Yes.
take any of
The-
us, right? He can just take the bag, can he?
yeah, he also should probably take Derek as well.
Well, but Derek's in the bag, right?
Yeah.
Well, now
Yeah.
Derek's in the bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff Derek
So-
in the bag.
Derek's in the bag. We teleport out of here to the Iron Mountains, and then we
Shiro can only teleport one person at a time
correct.
because it is based on his carrying capabilities.
Correct.
Which both of you are absolutely pressing.
Correct. So we can just have him once we get back to the Iron Mountains, because that's where Shiro is.
Yes.
He can just teleport Derek back. with the bag of holding.
Just Derek with the bag.
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
He teleports and immediately gets a migraine and starts puking.
Okay.
He's not having a good time. It was an F5 on the fortitude save.
Well, if he doesn't make it back, that's fine. You don't
Yeah.
need him like right away.
But yeah, the one bag of holding with all of the elves and Derek
Tight fit.
there. Did you send anybody else back in the bag of holding?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you
So everybody,
you get that done, and
I
like
can't do it.
as you're like yelling out these instructions and trying to get things organized, the war camp with your NPCs and with these dwarves is going absolutely mad right now.
Oh.
There is a huge buzz going on.
Oh god.
You barely get Shiro teleported out before people like collapse on you and start trying to fill you with information. The nasty spell is dropped, of course,
Yay!
because you destroyed the magical apparatus,
Yeah.
causing a mass awakening of the people and emergency services. And now alarms are blaring in some of the lower city sections as the spider is there,
okay.
slaughtering civilians, and has
Okay.
been for the past, what,
Day that you're
day or two?
Yeah, we've only been gone for like a couple hours.
No, because you
solid
took
8.
an entire day after the spider attack for recovery.
Yeah. And
And
then we
then-
teleported in here.
Yeah,
to
and
the
then-
tower,
and then you
we did all
teleported
of
to the
stuff
tower.
that we did in the tower, which was a while.
a lot.
Yeah.
Say a couple hours.
And you waited a while to
Get all
perform
the
that
elves.
attack.
We were like
Oh, yeah, we'll give
we've
it
been
a
gone
day.
for at
We'll give it a
least
day.
a full day. Yeah.
A
You
day
guys
and
are
a
at
half.
least a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, day and a half for sure. Maybe closer to 2.
Okay.
But still, 2 days. Spider's been down, fucking people up.
Okay.
Yet the spider is currently, like this second, mowing through civilians, and the dwarves are trying to put together a police force as 100% of their police force has just awoken and is, if they're still alive even, sitting depressed in their homes and now trying to get rusty, old, unkept gear in order.
Okay.
and
How
moving.
long have they been under this?
So we land. We land, and it's like, all right, this is happening. Let's go, team. I'm gonna start heading towards the spider.
You're gonna fight.
Yeah. It's killing civilians.
Don't we need to teleport the other people back?
No, we already did.
They're gone.
We already did, yeah.
Bag of holding's gone.
Shiro took him.
Derek's gone. So
Unfortunately,
your
the
major
bag of
source of
holding
triage
is
is
MIA
gone.
for now.
No peanut butter for you.
This might be a little late, and it's okay if you say no. But would it have been possible for me to go back to Bronze with them?
I can let that happen.
Okay.
It would be a normal decision for you to make since you also need the medical care.
Yeah. I still have 19 HP. I'm not fighting a fucking spider right now. You
Yeah.
guys have fun.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like I can't. There's no way that I can. I can't even take half a hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
I gotta go.
because we still have
I
like
don't have a
the
dragon.
we still have like the remnants of like the last army that we went and fought the spider with, right?
Yeah. And they have currently, since they were not under the effect of the spell, once that report came in, they've mobilized.
Okay.
They're well ahead of you,
Good.
moving towards this thing. The fight hasn't been going on for more than a couple of minutes, and so the army is maybe going to be just reaching them now. You guys mobilize. You move out. NPCs.
Mark?
Mark's right with you.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
ready to roll, and
Always.
he's got the halberd that is effective against
Yeah.
this thing.
Do we have
I'm not prepared to fight
I
this
assume you're
spider, but-
rotating out Bella
Yeah.
and Bin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotta
do you
do
need
what I
to
gotta
take
do.
1 hour to re-prepare?
Doesn't. I don't think 1 hour is gonna. I don't think we have time for that.
It's been down in the city destroying and eating people for 2 days. They can wait 1 more hour if you need it.
But he said that this combat right now only just started a couple minutes ago.
It probably hasn't honestly started.
Yeah.
There might be like small forces from the civilian population coalescing, people from the military that weren't previously awoken. So, low-ranking infantry individuals, stuff like that. Individuals that just have the old family crossbow above the
So
hearth.
do you
the hearth.
still have any charges left?
Police
with that
officers.
Wall?
No,
Grandpa's
before
goods
we
in the
went
back.
to the tower,
Yeah.
I totally restructured my
armor to
spells
read.
for what we were
Great
doing. So
Grampy's
I'm not.
Thunderblast.
My spells are not prepared for the tower, and I can't do the 1 hour. I can do like 15 minutes and change like
A spell.
a spell.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I can, I can try things, but it's better than me sitting out doing nothing. So.
If you spend some time, can you recharge your spell slots?
With
no.
a long rest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only long rest.
Yeah. So.
Theoretically speaking, though, going through this, you only casted Spider Climb as well as some buffing spells, right?
Yeah.
So as far as spell slots go,
I still have a plenty of slots, but
okay.
they're just built for different things. We'll roll with it. I have healing spells, which was basically what I had last time, so that I could hit it with,
Yeah.
hit it with a bop.
With some positive energy, that
Yeah.
always helps.
All right, so yeah, we'll mob and Grugnug will come with us because he's our other wizard.
Grugnug is the choice.
He is the guy.
Yeah, because we sent Derek off.
Kayla, I don't have character sheets for most of the NPCs. Do you wish to play someone?
Oh, hell yeah.
Sure.
I can just have you do at least the rolls and make the decisions, and
Okay.
I'll just attribute the modifiers.
Yeah.
Who do you want?
I'm not gonna lie, I was texting my mom, and so I did not listen to anything
They
that
have
was
Mark
said in
and
the last
Grugnug.
5 minutes. They have Mark and Grugnug. I want to be Mark.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I sequestered myself to bronze, and so I'm like, okay, checkout time.
You got a badass halberd. You got a couple stacks on that you can spend for enchantments
Okay.
or flat damage buffs.
And a burning
And
hatred. for the
you got
Mad
the
Kings.
support talent
burning
that
hatred.
allows you to add force damage to your swings.
Right.
You don't have a lot of that because he hasn't had literally any time to train it.
That's
but-
okay. That's okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he
tell
kind of
you
got
right
that,
now,
and we've just been in it.
And it's just been like, go, 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 go.
I know that Mark is probably a lot more like intelligent and thoughtful than I'm giving him credit for right now, but I'm literally just gonna boost that damage every chance.
that's what he would do in this situation. He's fought the spider once before now, and it's not a fun fight.
Pretty
Right.
scary. Yeah. Pretty scary.
Yeah. You guys mobilize. You're heading on foot. It's going to take a good while.
Okay. While we're on the way there,
Mhm.
I'm going to call Derek. And I'm just going to tell him that
Is there,
on top of dealing with these elves,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
also be trying to get Illuma's thing to proc. And
Or
ask
put someone
her,
else on that, yeah.
and then ask her to have all of the elves that the Mad King is holding prisoner. I guess we could call that prisoner.
Do we want him to ask when he, obviously he could do it, but he wasn't there, so he doesn't know all the details.
No, he was there.
yet.
PJ
He
boy,
was there. He was there with us.
Yeah.
thank you very much. I'm going to utilize that to fill up the spider's villain points.
Oh God!
Oh.
2 villain points donated. Spider had 1.
Sorry,
now
I
there's
didn't
full
eat the
3.
helpless elf.
Gotta make
sorry.
it interesting for us,
So
I
yeah, I'm
appreciate
gonna
you,
have
PJ.
to ask
man.
for all of the elves that the Mad King is holding to be safe and healthy in Bronshire.
All of the elves that the Mad King is holding to be safe and healthy in Bronshire.
Yes.
No,
That
not
sounds like there's
holding,
weird-
Not holding.
Not holding.
All of the elves the Mad King has captured? No. Because holding could be translated as like, who is he giving a hug right
All of the
now?
Physically
elves
holding.
under that Mad King's control,
They're not really under his control.
but they
They're kinda just-
are.
All of the elves
That were
being
part of the skin
used
battery.
by the Mad King or his men?
All of the elves in the skin battery.
Well, no, because what if there are elves that weren't in that tower but are other places?
No, that's the
Not
point. Is
skin
because
battery.
because my thought is that there's
You only want the one.
my thought is that there's definitely other there's more of these batteries spread across the continent.
wait until we have enough time and we can discuss what our wording needs to be.
That's
Discuss
a bad
while you
idea.
jog.
Yeah. So
Is there any form of transportation so we don't have to jog?
I was gonna ask if I can become a giant
not
horse
still in because it was all utilized to
and carry them both
mobilize this
down.
army.
Dire horse would be dope.
Yeah, can I be a dire horse?
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That is
Can I carry the 3?
not going to get everybody carried, but you should at very least put Grugnug up there because he's got little legs.
Okay.
That's majestic.
I got the
as
grug.
And his hips aren't really made for running.
Who else am I
He's got to
carrying?
do that like monitor swing legs, you know. Kobolds, they're not natural born sprinters like
I
dwarves.
feel like I should take Mark because you also have.
oh, I'm
the-
fast as fuck, boy.
No,
Don't
no,
worry
no,
about
no.
it.
Mark does not have any speed boosts. Mark's taking a 5-foot speed
But well,
penalty
and
for
because his
armor.
halberd has the
Has the shadow.
yeah, the shadow stuff. Does your weapon also? You also have a weapon that does that, right?
No,
No.
it's Ellie does.
It's all he does.
Okay.
Actually, does Zelly still have that? I thought it got destroyed.
No, it didn't get destroyed.
Your fisties?
Oh, how would that have been destroyed?
Pretty sure.
When you,
Did they?
when you did
I
the
thought
whole
you still had
anti-soul
them.
thing and she got his thing and the
No,
whole
because
coincidence.
I chatted with Thoth and I
Yeah.
had him just cast the spell to put my soul
and then he
back
got
in my
invaded
body.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get the anti-soul back. No, that didn't harm your
So I'll take
item at all.
those 2. Can I?
Are you sure?
You're very fast.
Yeah.
dude.
Okay.
There's no reason why those
She's
should have been
not
destroyed.
You're like
I don't know what you're
70,
talking about.
right?
It just took
Oh,
that
yeah.
huge buff that
Me
you
and
were
him
going to
are
get away,
fast.
but I didn't
How
even
fast
tell
are
you what
you?
that buff was going to do because
Also,
Yeah.
like
you
70.
immediately
Yeah.
went to
Okay, well
revert
then
it,
I'll just
so-
carry the 2 of them. You guys can fuck off.
Yeah. It's like my whole subclass.
I don't even need to be a dire horse at that size.
You
I
just
can just
be
be a
a
regular
horse.
horse. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, a dire horse would be pretty
That is
fucking
pretty cool.
majestic though.
it is pretty cool.
That's all I'm saying.
Could you at least be a Clydesdale?
Are they? They're not particularly fast, are they?
Clydesdales?
Clydesdales? Really? Even though they're enormous?
Like they're not like a racehorse
Yeah.
who's like built to do short sprints, but they
They're
are.
super
I will go
An endurance
forever
horse.
at a good pace.
Got it. I like that. We're
You
into that.
you will not stop me, kind of horse.
Mhm.
So all elves that are currently being
I think
Imprisoned?
we need
Imprisoned,
to just
yeah.
handle that later.
we could just do it now. There's no reason to wait until later.
I feel like if we wait and rush the wording, we're gonna fuck this up really bad.
The dwarves
we
have
the time.
your sending stone as kind of like the primary for the crew, right?
Yeah.
It buzzes to you.
Okay.
It is a captain. He gives you his name. It's worthless.
Put it on speaker.
It's in my
Um,
helmet.
He is informing you. He's been informed that you guys are on the way. The spider is burrowed into the walls. The army showed up to engage, and immediately upon showing up, the spider has disappeared, and they're not sure where he's going.
Bastard.
Coward.
They are currently fighting a couple of the soul beasts, just the man-shaped ones. But yeah, they
Demon-looking
don't know
things.
where this thing is or where it's going.
Do they know how
Okay.
to fight this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've been briefed.
I mean generally speaking, their stuff isn't nearly as effective as Idzeli's fists or Mark's halberd is, but you guys have some good stuff to do it with.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, then I guess there's no reason to keep running down there. I guess
Where
we'll
would
just,
you go?
I guess just back.
Spider's essence.
I guess just back to the center area or whatever, and then just
Back to the camp.
yeah, and then just wait for it to pop back up. I
Okay.
guess.
The kind of main war camp, of course, is put over by the Royal District, which is a much higher up level. It's not necessarily like central to.
I think we should
Well,
just
do
find
they
a
the
have-
great
spot.
halls.
Do they have spots where it's been frequently popping up, or
They don't know. People have just become not absolutely mentally destroyed by that
Okay.
spell enough to report.
So I want
something
to
like
ask.
this.
So I'll just ask the captain dude that called me if there's what's like the most central location that we can be at to have the quickest response time anywhere that it'll pop up.
The army is currently there. It was where the spider was. This main housing district
Okay, so I
is
guess
kind of that like big central zone
So, yeah.
of the caverns.
then my thought is we just go there and hang out until.
yeah? Okay. That seems like a good
Okay,
plan.
they're going to try a different strategy. They've put out a citywide evacuation order. People are moving way far out. They're going to go to take the hot trams to the other settlements, other cities and stuff. They're starting to mobilize as many local cops and military personnel and just fighting age individuals as possible. They're going to start kind of hunkering down as dwarves like to do and set up defenses.
That's solid. I don't see any holes in that.
Yeah.
There is one hole in that. You wouldn't necessarily know it, but you would know it. There are elves that live in Scandinavia,
Yeah.
and like a lot of them.
Yeah.
You would potentially be teleporting like several million people.
Okay,
Maybe
so
all
then-
elves in the Mad King's land?
That's what I was gonna say. Don't.
All elves being imprisoned by the Mad King, or by
No,
the
no,
kingdom of the Mad King.
no, just don't add any more extra. Like, all elves in the Mad King's land be transported to Bronshire in perfect health.
Okay.
Imperfect.
That's what.
Does the imperfect
Alright.
health need any caveats?
Maybe.
I think that's fine.
Realistically, at this point, as you guys are kind of moving around, you're going to head still to that central area.
Unless anybody has an objection.
There is a major police station there that they're going to be setting up a headquarters at to help operate some things through and stuff. You're more than welcome to head there. You're more than welcome to simply talk over the sending stone. Your odds of interacting with the spider again are dropping drastically, unless you really hunt it down.
Yeah, we need
or
to hunt it down.
Figure out a way to really get at this thing.
So we still have Aslo, who can do the whole like magic sight thing, right?
I was just looking for
Yes.
spells.
That needs to be near
We can try to break the
sight.
barrier with the scry again. Possibly.
Yeah. So let's call
Pretty
for
high
Aslo
roll.
to start heading down
But
to
Magic
meet us
Tower
at this
is
like big
down.
headquarters thing,
Okay.
and then
Because I think that was helping
we
us.
have Grognug with us, but
think so.
The dwarves
have,
have
like, all of
their
them.
mages
I was thinking
now.
about it.
um,
I think it'd be worth it.
get
I need to take
them
at least 15
to
minutes.
Well, yeah, I
try
think
like
we'll
keep
have
try to
15
scry
minutes.
on the spider
We'll be
to try to
Oh,
narrow
walking
it
around
down.
They
when
are.
we get
Yeah,
there and sign
absolutely.
there.
They
Yeah.
will also have the little crystal ball that we acquired for help with the scry.
You're going to donate that to this cause, kind of thing.
Scry.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll put it on loan.
All right.
Want that back.
You make it back to Bronze. You come out of the bag of holding to Shiro just shaking and shuddering on the floor. You are in the monastery, the orphanage. He just kind of figured that's where Derek would want to be.
Yeah.
As Derek gets out and starts assessing these elves, he is shocked and horrified. The other couple physicians are called in immediately. They're going to get to work. And he apologizes profusely, but you are currently not on the immediate treatment list.
That is fine. I am going to go and immediately start working out and drinking heavily.
All right.
That is the plan.
You don't want to see anybody or do anything else?
I'm gonna go get Maria, and she will be working out with me in these troubling times.
Because she can see how troubled you are, she is willing to exercise for you. But not hard.
Good
That's
girl.
fine.
She's like,
She's here for moral support more than anything.
yeah, she's like, oh, just give me the bar to squat kind of thing.
That's fine.
And she could pretty
She's
easily
like
put a
3
plate
years
on
younger
that.
than you, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years younger than you.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah, she'll hang out with you.
Aren't you mentally like
Stop.
5?
It's not true. You can say it all you want, but it's not
We did the
true.
math.
Did the math.
Back to you guys. You head to the central location?
Yes.
Okay, you head to the central location. You've brought those couple specific magic items. Grugno, of course, very useful for these kind of things. You do have contact with Finn, who has made the mage map of the city and is currently working to track what he can as well. What do you do in the meantime?
We have Aslo coming in.
Aslo's coming in, that's right.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to have him. So like we know where the spider burrowed
Mhm.
in. So like we can just start there and try to like
Yeah.
track it down.
So he can see residual from its magical aura, but it is far enough away at this point that he cannot actively see anything emanating.
Anybody got any god tokens?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you have like 6?
And one with a phone number on the back.
Yeah.
What?
I have one from Hades. That's what I've got.
Yeah, what did you need? How many do you need?
Have 4 clown
I don't know,
tokens.
but if we hit up Vulcan and see if we can have him spend some god tokens and see if he can make us some sort of like seismic scanner thing.
Is he
With,
gonna
like-
make that quickly?
With he's the god of making things.
I know, but he's a busy guy.
He probably has one on hand. That's what he did with Harway's flying ship apparatus. He was like, oh, yeah,
That's
this'll
not true.
work.
It
That
took him
was
like
a month.
quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
I don't think
It did.
It was like 2 sessions in game, but you guys were passing a lot of time doing
It was
improvements on
at the
bronze.
very least a week, but I'm
Uh,
pretty sure it was like a month.
Yeah, like if we can get
I
some.
think that you are correct. I think it was something like I have something
It
that
was-
will work, but I need
Yeah,
a week or two.
that's right. I had rolled a
to-
circumstance, and he had something
And-
close,
And
kind of built.
otherwise, it would have taken.
Otherwise, it would
months.
have taken a long
I think
time.
it's how it worked. I think you're all correct.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone is right. It's okay.
So yeah, like if we ask
We
him
all did
for
good.
some sort of like
Participation
seismic
trophies
scanner
for
thing with
everyone.
I
like
didn't
a
say
convenient little screen
Well,
on
you
it
don't
that
get a
has a
fucking
little blip.
participation trophy.
That's like
Sure. Yeah. yeah.
Spider
A Dragon Ball tracker.
yeah.
Yes, you could
But it's
absolutely
here now.
make that happen. I feel like you are overcomplicating things, and that you have a much easier solution if you want to force a fight and find this thing that you've utilized before.
We're going back to the shadow planes.
No,
You have the ring.
I do have the ring.
no, it's not. It's not that. I've used that I specifically have used, or
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it
Check
was
the chat,
your
dude.
idea.
Check
I mean,
the
you
chat.
could also just.
I don't have it pulled
Yeah.
up. My phone. Yeah.
Teleport the spider
to where you are.
to us.
You have had Janus teleport the spider previously,
Yeah.
Big genius,
I have.
PJ boy.
and whereas he cannot transport it to the shadow plane, he can transport it around the material plane or potentially to another plane. You just didn't really
Okay.
explore that option.
Okay.
Janus
okay.
has access
How many
to
planes
the
can this go
Underdark,
through, though?
hell,
Send that bitch to the astral
the
plane.
astral plane,
Not even our problem.
the plane of fire.
I mean, we could be
Like,
like.
there are lots of
Hades,
planes.
You need another guard.
Hey, yo.
No, but none of the gods, like the gods specifically, don't mess with these things.
I know.
So like he wouldn't want anything to do with that.
He's absolutely not going to dip a toe in any of this.
So okay. So yeah, the teleport thing. I like that idea. So we set up a trap for the spider, because like before we set up the light walls in like in not an optimal way where
Yeah.
it had ways of escaping.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if we make these light walls,
Well, it's not like the light can totally trap it. Like
no,
it just gives it negative effects. That's all.
It's like a
So-
deterrent. but
Yeah,
it
it's
can-
a deterrent.
It can definitely still go through it.
Yeah.
But not without taking a shit ton of damage.
yeah,
Yeah.
positive damage at that. So
It's not even it. It
it's radiant damage, right?
no. So it takes some damage, but the main effect is like
Is
it
negative
hits
levels.
It's negative levels. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a big debuff.
Okay. So if we just like make like a legit box out of these light walls,
Sure.
and we just have Janus teleport the spider into the box,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Everybody fires everything they got
yes,
at the box.
yes, like
Question.
everybody, like the tanks, the freaking, like all the mages and everything are just like ready, prepared action, sneak attack, whatever the hell you want to call it. Spider appears and everybody just fucking
I got a question.
obliterates the box.
Could we possibly buff the box with like? Could we buff the box maybe by asking Isis or something? The god of magic.
Spending a god token or two?
Yeah.
Could potentially, yeah.
To make it to where it actually can't leave the box.
So I think last time it took us 2 god tokens to teleport just the spider.
Yes,
Oh, I got it.
because it is a huge creature.
Yes. So then another 2 or so to buff the magic box.
To where it can't leave the magic box.
Or at least is extremely unlikely to leave.
Extremely unlikely.
Yeah?
I'd be willing to spend some tokens for that.
And then, do you want
Can
to
spells and projectiles go through the
Because
walls?
that was the other thing, is
Yeah.
we could also spend like an extra god token to be able to make the box big enough that it is now trapped, like the whole box has the army in it. Like it's a big ass box.
Yeah.
And so like we're inside.
That you're looking very expensive at that point.
Yeah, and
Just
then
make it a cage.
but
match.
at that point, cage match.
And depending on how large the box is, like we can still be blinded by it.
100%.
What's new?
He does get blinded all the time.
You're gonna take the blind fight feats as you continue.
Okay,
going.
so when you spend those god tokens to increase the strength of the box, can you also just hit up Isis and be like, hey, can you make the box only affect this fucking spider?
It's a possibility.
Not really, no.
Can we get some sunglasses?
It'd almost be better to like try to increase.
All right.
Not-
So can we
that's not gonna help.
can we hit up Vulcan for some magic sunglasses?
It'd almost be better to just try to increase the fortitude save for the wall of light,
Honestly, yeah.
which might be
because-
less expensive.
Yeah, because honestly, at that
It'd be
like,
much less
that's
expensive.
what we were running into because we got it into the walls, but its saves were good enough that it.
Yeah,
It does have very good
because
saves.
it's only
And it has
to
spell
beat a
resistance.
20.
So
You know?
That's not that great.
how many?
Yeah.
It should be, but
How many
Okay.
god tokens would we have to spend on this box to increase the strength of it and increase the save?
A token to increase the save. I give you 4.
2 tokens to increase the saves.
Give you 8. And to increase the size.
Well, not size, the strength of it.
Oh,
Because we're just
well,
trying
that
to make
would
we're
that'd be
trying to
what
make
the-
sure.
That would be what increasing the DC would do.
Okay. So in that
We
case,
actually can't make the box.
how many god tokens do you have?
5.
You have 5.
Well, how many times can I cast this spell?
Well, no, they have all.
It's
of their
concentration,
mages.
so you can only participate.
If we
one.
want it,
Yeah, that's
if
true.
we need more, just go eat somebody.
Just go.
This fucking guy.
Anyways,
So that's what
Alright.
you're going with.
I will drop.
If that's a plan, then I will need to sit for 15 minutes and.
well, that's
That's
fine
fine.
because we're now trying to teleport it to us, so we have as much time as you guys want to take.
As
to
Yeah,
long
the
as it
army's gonna
doesn't
need some setup
escape
time.
outside of this plane of reality.
So I
Can I
have
have
2 god tokens.
you need the drivers.
what?
I will use all of my god
Okay,
tokens.
thank you.
So we have 7 total god tokens. I would like to spend 1 of my god tokens to call to Ganesh
Ganesh, okay.
to buff my pillars.
What aspect? DC?
Yeah.
Because that's the save DC is what is the restraining factor of the walls. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah.
Increase it by 4.
I'll have 1. So I'll have my pillars going when the spider drops in. So you said you had 5.
Mhm.
So with my one other one, we have 6. I low key say spend 4 to just like hella increase the DC of this box.
Increase it by 12. So it'd
Yeah.
be 32.
Oh my god.
Do we think we should spend the full 6?
No, you can't because you still need 2 to teleport it. You have already
Oh,
spent all
yeah.
of them.
Correct. So yeah.
Do you want it at 32?
Yeah, kind of. I want it more, but our our stash of god tokens are limited. This is
Gotta
low
keep
key.
this thing in.
This is low key a Hail Mary.
So I mean, the other thing
bring
too
it
is
in.
like
it
it does.
doesn't leave. We nuke the shit out of it.
It does have spell resistance, and so like if we have to make it past like spell resistance and the DC. So
So resistance DC 25.
Yeah. So. I mean,
Do you have any god tokens?
no, I certainly do not. I'm not saying we need to like up the spell resistance. I'm just saying like that's a factor in this too.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying.
Just saying maybe like keep 2 tokens just in case we need something goofy. Like
I mean, I have other clown tokens. Like,
I have clown tokens.
If you want something goofy, we have clown toys.
I mean,
But no, because like, what my thought is that using, like, saving the god tokens, I think would be more of a hindrance than anything, because like, if we put a lot of tokens and power into this box, obviously it increases the chances of this box actually holding it long enough for us to either kill it or at least make it to where it can't burrow once it escapes. Like, we're trying to end this spider here.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that, like, making this box as strong as possible is the way to go.
We can do it.
So we have 1 on making the pillars, stonkier. Donald has 5. So 4 on the strength of the light box,
Okay.
and then 2 to teleport the spider.
Okay.
there we are.
Is everybody amenable to that plan?
I'm good.
Over the 15 minutes at least that you guys are
If the troops
spending in
troops
preparation,
need longer to get situated, we'll set up a spot in this. I don't know.
the
in a
troops
big
could
open
absolutely
area.
use longer because they're still rallying a hefty majority of their army. But over the course of those 15 minutes, a report comes in, the spider's popped up somewhere else. Right, and it's tearing through another section of a different city level.
Okay.
And so they want it going.
In that 15 minutes, were we able to get, like, the mages and everything that we have situated?
You have a
and the
good
tanks?
force, and at very least enough of a force to get done what your plan is.
Do we have
the
the
dwarves
tanks?
you do have.
Okay.
You got the pair, and then the 2 anti-magic wagons aren't really useful anymore because the spell isn't active. Or the counter magic wagons. They're reattuning them right now, trying to negate some of the stuff the spider does, but they don't really know exactly what kind of magic it is, so it's difficult.
It's a bunch of different ones.
There's a bunch of different ones. They also call in reinforcements. There is a bright flash as one of their mages is doing a teleportation spell. Comes in, and you see a small group of elite dwarven soldiers. They look like they were just in a much more sunny environment than this. And in the middle of them is a dwarf. He has this black cloak and hood up and is wearing this stark white ebony armor. Seems to be made out of bone.
Oh, this is no. It's the that's the other the Godwoken fucking dwarf, right?
It is their Godwoken. This is Captain Gontu.
That's what I meant.
Oh, we have his war axe. I'm going to present him his war axe.
Yeah, you approach him. His like honor
Yes.
guard kind of interposes for a brief moment because they don't know you, and once one of the local mages is like, whoa, hold on, these guys have been helping us a great deal.
About to say
whatever."
these guys are kind of here saving the entire dwarven race right now. Like,
Yeah.
fucking.
And you see the guy himself, he kind of like raises his hand and brushes them off. And he raises his head to look up to you. Half of his face is completely missing.
Oh, dude.
And it is just skeletal.
Yeah.
Hair still holds to it, but
It's
Not
like
well.
It's like the cool Pirates
kind
of
of like the Pirates of the
Caribbean.
Caribbean style.
Yeah.
Zombie face.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. Heck yeah. Oh,
And he kind of gazes on you and you are chosen as well.
Indeed I am. Oozle, pleasure.
Gone to. No, it is a pleasure.
In Ibis.
A pleasure as well.
I heard you were with the orcs.
Yes, that is where my campaign has been for the past several years.
Well, we have a pretty big one here. I'm sure you won't be too bored.
I've heard that it's very important. Thank you for opening up communication lines back to my people.
It was tough, but we got it squared away.
I've gotten the summary.
I have something of yours.
He just furrows his one brow.
Stole it from the Mad King. I'm gonna give him his fucking axe.
Yeah, you hand the axe to him, and when it touches his hand, runes along the axe light up, and you see his bulk physically grows.
Hey.
Oh,
Like, you physically see him get stronger when that's returned.
nice.
And he takes a second and kind of looks it over. And there's just this, like, almost look of relief on his face. Thank you. And he takes the almost identical axe off of his back, and he hands it to one of his honor guards, who gives him a nice bow, a good gesture, and walks away with it.
Of course.
Yeah, he is very happy with that.
Warrior needs his weapons.
Indeed.
Plus 10 affection.
You plan to teleport it?
Yep.
Gantu liked that.
Yeah.
Plus 5 relation.
Core memory made.
But yeah, we're gonna set up that little in that little open area. We're going to hopefully trap this thing there long enough for us to hit it with everything we've got. And then if it breaks out,
As good a plan as any. I shall lend my axe.
were you already briefed on how to fight this thing? Are there things that work?
Positives and negative energies.
Perfect.
I have that handled.
Perfect. All right. Well,
Nice.
let's go ahead and get it started, I guess.
So you guys don't plan on immediately starting melee with this thing. You plan on
Correct.
it in the box where you can't be
Correct.
hammer it with everything.
Yeah. All
just
mages,
see if it
all the
survives.
tanks, nuke it.
Yeah,
If it breaks out-
it blocks line of sight. So we're gonna have to kind of fight it blind.
What do you
But
mean?
The wall of light blocks line of sight.
So you can't see
Cannot
inside
see
the box.
inside it.
Okay. However, when the spider takes up the entirety of
nowhere
the
else
inside of the
in the
box,
box.
I'm just saying that cuts out most mage work, most spells and things. So
would that actually be how that works? If it's like
It would cut out a lot.
if it's in the you just aim for the box.
it doesn't matter because
A lot of it does require sight
line
of
of sight.
target, not area. Right? Like fireball you throw to an area,
yeah.
but magic missile has to be target designed. So like magic missile, as far as I'm concerned, in Pathfinder, cannot target invisible creatures. Or anything like that.
But we can still hit it with a
Is there
But
anything?
But
is there-
90% of your spells are going to be just fine. At least the spells that the dwarves are going to be casting that
Yeah.
matter for the purpose of damaging this
Yeah.
thing.
Is there anything that we can?
Welding masks. They gotta have some of those.
That's not how light works. Either way.
Is there anything that we can give or get to make people have line of sight for it?
Nope.
No.
It'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Well, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
We teleport the spider.
Spells
and
are being cast,
nuke it.
preparations are being made.
Coins
you
are being
guys
flicked.
line up.
Swords are
Grugnug's
being
not going
sharpened.
to be with you now because
Friendships
he's
are
now
being
in
made.
support role again. Are you staying as a horse?
Right now.
Is there
yeah.
a light elemental?
It's not. It's like third party, but yeah. So yeah, that's why I've not used it.
You guys line up. Gantu will join you in the lineup.
These are like.
Is there a shadow
Well,
element?
they have like a
They're
specific
both.
mini for him, I
I already looked
guess.
at both of them, and they're not
But that's
core
we'll just
Python. So.
They're not
use
canon.
this, I guess.
But I mean, we have been messing with the shadows a lot.
Extracurricular.
Could you be a shadow elemental? Negative energy.
Honestly, I don't think NVIDIA would know that those things exist. You know what I mean? Like, she'd never
that'd be the
interacted
problem.
with the shadow plane until she came here. So for her to then make the leap and
That's fair.
imagine,
Become a shadow.
yeah, I think is a bit of a stretch. It'd be dope though.
Action time. Are there any spells besides you casting the one wall? Any spells that you guys specifically are throwing into the mix here?
I don't really have anything. No, I'm a paladin. I could buff myself.
I can shield myself.
You guys can handle any buffs.
Exactly.
separately. That's not my worry.
Yeah, I have my
Then-
list of the standard buffs that I have. For
I'm gonna
combat.
make
Yeah.
a couple quick rolls
I just got invisibility.
Wow. Pretty tight.
with my.
Except I already used spell slots.
Do.
So, question:
Yeah.
if you can use villain rerolls
Mm-hmm.
to make us reroll things,
Mm-hmm.
if we hypothetically had rerolls, could we make you reroll things?
100%.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
But you can only chain that to
Yeah.
me one, you one.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
We've done that many times in Vast Horizons.
Yeah. And my hero.
Yeah.
Cool.
How much is it for a reroll? Donate
$5.
$5 for a reroll. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Pulls out a fiber.
This is not a top of Rand stream. I will let the
Listen.
players find their
Yeah.
own shit, I guess. Like,
We've done it before.
yeah.
Done it once.
I did let you do it the
Does
one
somebody-
time before
What
to
does
save
this-
Frida.
What does this crisp 20 say about that?
Yeah, maybe Frida was a little bit.
Speaking of which, does anybody want to drop 20? I'll match with 20. Give everybody 2 rerolls.
No. Live or die by the dice. I'm ready.
Say that.
'Kay.
But we very well might die.
Bitch, we got bills to pay.
I just got paid so much.
And then you spent it all already on bills.
I only spent most of it on bills.
This came down. I did group rolls for the dwarves. I'm not going to roll for every individual dwarf mage casting a spell in this thing, and the dwarf tanks as well. I have rolled until a solution has been made. How long do you guys sit and stare at this box? Because if it works, right, if you annihilate the spider, how do you know?
I mean, the wall of light only lasts for a minute per level. So
There's one more thing that I have to roll. You guys are all standing front of the front line,
Yeah.
like as close to the box as you can without being blinded.
Yes.
I'm not going to be right next to the box because
Okay.
I'm just casting spells, and I'm pretty sure, unless Grognug wanted to be somewhere else, I figured I could still carry him.
Yeah, Grugnug's towards the back line.
Yeah, so I'm like midline.
Okay. So Grugnug will hang out with you. Grugnug will step forward just a little bit. So the 4 of you. Interesting. Why don't you give me a circumstance roll?
Possibly
Just,
a perception because the light blocks line of sight, but a big ass spider's little click pinchers that makes a noise.
Yeah, when
don't
it
even
pops
see
up,
it.
do we hear it screaming from getting obliterated?
Doesn't make sound.
Oh, God.
Doesn't make sound. There's no like thing on it that lets us know. Or
No, it does not have a bell.
there's no like.
That is a
You know, there's
12
not even like, oh.
circumstance.
Oh, how
Spicy.
interesting. Very
That's
spicy.
for you.
A little-
Nice.
Yeah.
Pops out of existence.
Would you also like to roll the d4 for me then?
Oh boy.
With a 12 on circumstance. That's very good for me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get fucking zapped in the mouth, dude.
Step back, you'll get
Is it
me
there?
kinda close. I feel a little poke coming through.
Is that a?
Okay. Evens, odds, you feel lucky? Do you feel lucky?
I'm
Evens,
feeling.
odds, highs, lows.
You feeling lucky?
I need a 50-50 between the player characters.
You feeling lucky?
I feel lucky.
I'm feeling. Okay.
You call
That
it
doesn't
then,
sound
highs,
like
lows.
you're feeling very
Call it.
lucky.
Call it.
You
That-
highs or you lows?
That doesn't sound like you're feeling very lucky.
Live or die by those dice, my
If you
guy.
want, I can do
I
it. I'm feeling lucky,
want-
baby.
I want highs.
Okay. Now clarify. Do you want to attract the attention on highs? Is that your intention? Are you being heroic, or are you wanting it to not? Are you wanting whatever this is to not be centered at you?
Would he really know that though?
For circumstance purposes, yeah.
What's your
I just
ideal
want to know
outcome?
your intentions here. What do you mean by highs or your numbers?
I don't want to get hit.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
You have so much health. 96.
That's high.
That's high.
Hi.
East to you. I need a D10
You were
roll.
feeling lucky, my guy.
We're gonna do a little bit of dice rolling here. I need a D10 roll from you.
D10.
Yeah.
You said that these walls last a minute
Just
per
one?
level, right?
Just one.
Okay.
Roll a 1
So
if
mine
you would,
lasts for-
actually. That'd be great.
What are we? 10th level? 11th
Yeah,
level?
we're 10th.
10th level?
It's a 7.
And I would
my
assume
friend.
that the dwarves are
Oh,
close-ish.
you'll be all
to
right.
that. So yeah,
I need a fortitude save DC. A fortitude save from you. You're good at those.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
just-
good at those.
regardless of what it's shooting out of the box.
That's a 24.
Well, that's not enough.
Well, that's all right.
I need to get out some D6s
I rolled a
as
7
a
again.
humongous bolt of lightning from like the first couple seconds of the box after that spell is cast
I'm just like, is it in there?
just shoots out right at your chest.
Is it in there? I can't tell.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Just like squinting. Like,
9, 10, 11, 12 D6. I just need you to real quick here. Not a big deal at all.
yeah.
But let's just,
Yeah.
you know, 20,
I'm listening.
30, 42, 48. Just take 51 points of damage.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I'm sorry, 61 points of damage for me.
Okay.
As you get tased really hard.
East is standing right next to me, right?
Yeah. Cool. So that
Damage
would not
reduction.
recharge. Needed. I'll spend a villain point.
Heal.
Oh, God.
It's-
Donald, heal for 25.
Is it over half your health for damage? What is it?
Players
maximum
don't
do?
have to worry about massive
Okay.
damage for loss of consciousness.
Okay.
I do that
It was a
as,
quarter.
as a bonus for you guys being the main characters.
Sweet. So you healed me for 25,
Yeah.
or should I not apply that yet again?
No, you can apply that.
Okay.
Like I just
However-
watch him get shot in the face, and I'm like,
It was
just slap you on the back real quick.
Take a roll. Why don't you roll another D4 for me, would you?
These two? Any of us?
1.
Cool. Player characters again. Who feels lucky? Highs, lows, odds, evens.
I mean, I've been feeling really lucky.
You know what? You got it last time.
Yeah, I got it last time.
Stay
I
on the streak.
don't want to get shot.
Fuck you.
I said I feel lucky. I can heal you. It's fine. Every time I get shot, I'll just give you a little love tap. I'll squeeze your butt.
Didn't you use all your lay on hands? or
Obviously, I
Just
think
half.
I think it's fucking in there, guys.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, I got shot.
Cool. Roll a D10 for me.
That's bad.
That's a D12. You were just holding your
No,
D10s.
sure was. 6.
Not any of the fun ones. But still, a fortitude saving throw.
You're good at those.
You are.
You're pretty good at those, right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
the paladin. You better be good at those.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
not good enough.
That's what I rolled. I rolled a 7.
25. 26.
How many hit points do you have?
Have we started combat technically?
Yeah.
But like we haven't really. We're just hanging out.
Initiative has not been rolled.
Initiative has not been rolled. So 160.
We'll work on that a little bit.
Oh,
That's
Respectable.
pretty good.
Not quite as good as East
a lot of sixes.
Yeah.
3
There's
of them.
also a lot of ones.
Yeah.
20, 30, 42, 44, 45, 55 points of damage is your total from that. I also need you to roll your damage for your Ganesh walls,
What
Ah.
kind?
as it does at least once attempt to break free.
That is 5d6.
Guys, I think
Half
it's
your
in
level.
there.
Oh, it's just half my level.
You're level 10.
So 5d6.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Ooh, oh god, that's almost max. 18.
What's going on? What's he saying?
PJ knows how Oozle is.
I saw that.
Something happened in the tower.
Something happened in that tower.
So
Dude, that was the first time you healed anybody in the whole game.
that is not. It is not. It is not. 33 points of damage.
Okay, an extra 33 with what the NPCs do. Cool. After that second beam has fired out, there is a lot of repeat fire, a lot of spells being cast.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hold this for as long as we can.
How long does that spell last?
10
For
minutes.
Light wall.
10 minutes.
10 or
10
minute
minutes per level?
1 minute per level.
1 minute per level. So you got, yeah.
And
So you hold it for 10 minutes while everybody exhausts every spell they have at it, kind of deal.
yeah, nuke the shit out of it.
Okay.
Okay, but what if then it comes out after the 10 minutes and none of it has affected it?
That's what the melee people are for.
Okay.
So you guys stand in the front row for you.
Exactly.
Can I take a healing potion drink?
Yeah. You got 10 minutes.
Sweet. Blast him!
No.
Open fire!
As the smoke clears, as the light walls dissipate 10 minutes later and decast, there is nothing inside.
Cool.
Now, of course, this thing was made out of shadows.
Do we get it? Do we feel more powerful?
This is what I was
Do we
afraid
feel
of.
like we have accomplished?
Do we feel like we got?
Do you?
Do we feel like we got more experience from this, this encounter?
I'm sorry, but this is a benchmark campaign.
So
Do we feel like we have marked a bench?
Yeah.
Bench been marked.
You just marked a bench not too long ago, so sorry. No.
Aslo here?
I mean, we do know. from
Yeah, you
all of
should
the
be
other
nearby.
Shadow things that we have fought that when
Aslo's
they
nearby.
are dead,
That mage site
they
isn't going to be
just
worth
go
much
away.
since so much magic was just concentrated in one area. It's glowing like Chernobyl, you know.
Yeah.
What's
really
whose
is.
magic? He's got no clue at that point. It is so tangled. So no, unfortunately, Aslo's not going to be helpful in any of that kind of
if
situation.
we should
he
try to
looked and
scry
was
on it.
blinded for the next 2 days.
Try to scry on the spider because it should either they'll get like a spell didn't work or a spell
Call
failed.
not send.
Yeah, exactly.
404 error.
the feeling
This number is no longer
isn't
in
going
service.
to would not be a
You see a
change.
scent rather than delivery.
A spell failed is a spell failed. Right. The only reason you knew originally that it would have some kind of anti-scrying magic going on with it is because you knew it currently existed and that you should be able to find it. That's why when the spell rejected, you knew that it was rejected. Not that like the creature didn't exist. So that would not help you either.
Okay. Well, we know that it didn't get through the box because it was covered on all 4 sides. 6
Not
sides.
without taking negative levels potentially. DC 32 for taking negative levels.
But the people casting it, wouldn't they like since it's a concentration, they'd be able to feel a giant ass spider going through it.
No.
That's
That's
not-
not the kind of spells
That's
we're
not.
using.
Yeah, that's not how that
Yeah,
works.
it's not like an alert thing or anything. It's just like.
It's just a wall.
Oh, dude, back. Fucking speak.
So for that 10 minutes, did it
Wonderful.
only try to get out of my thing once?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's realistically meta knowledge, but you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just like, yeah, like I would like.
There were a
roll
lot of
damage.
spells being cast.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we do it?
Anybody still got a daddy mirror?
I don't think it has a. Would it come for it?
No, because it doesn't have a body.
It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. Anything we kill, he gets to claim soul, anti-soul, whatever.
No, it was
That's
only
what
the
the
corpses.
contract said.
It was
No,
only the corpses.
that is not at all what the contract said. The contract said we kill it, he gets it.
Well, ask
That
him.
is why he was able to take the soul from Gato. Is because he was collected, like, though they
He does. He takes everything.
Oh yeah.
Now, the spider is a massive conjunction of anti-souls. Are they completely destroyed when they're destroyed in the material plane? Do they now no longer exist, or are they like bunced back to the
Yo,
shadow plane?
Did you get him or what?
You guys don't really. You guys don't have those kind of answers.
No, but we could still call Daddy and be like, "Yo, did you just pick up a spider, or something that was once?" I don't know.
That'd
You
be
could-
really bad for him to
I
just have
wanna-
access
I
to.
want to try to ring Adara, and I want to ask her if this spider is gone or not.
out of the possible futures, I don't see you fighting it again. Does that help?
Do you see any of like the dwarves fighting it again?
Whose future should I look into for that?
Gone to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Got to drops dead.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's hazy. I don't know him. I've never met him.
This is weird.
I can see him.
He's a cool guy.
He has a lot of fighting to do. I can sense that.
Okay.
I don't know anything. I'm sorry.
No. This is fine. Thank you. You're a huge help.
Do we
Hey,
do it?
thank you as well for, everything.
Of course. You're part of the squad. Part of the family.
It's nice.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Bitch, why are you telling everyone thank you? You about to die.
I know, that's what I keep thinking.
Where's all this gratitude coming from? Who's dying?
She's always been very nice to you.
No,
very
yeah,
proper
but
and
this is
stuff.
different.
Yeah.
This is
She's
different.
been thinking everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
It's I also thought it was sus when it
Yeah,
started.
this
Tell you
is
right now,
sus.
you want to see who's will go on a
love
fucking
and
villain
affection.
arc.
What's that?
Let the Mad King fuck around and kill Adara.
Time to enter your villain era.
I'm about
tell
to make
him that.
I'm about to make Adara, or I'm about to make Mark look like a fucking look like Elmo's fucking play place. It's gonna be me and him. All right, look, we about to kill everybody. Let's go. All right, cool beans.
Look like Shadow Plains back on the menu, boys.
Oh no, no. Bare hands. I know I still got those fucking. I know I still have those gauntlets.
Kill everyone
You do
and
still have
everything.
those gauntlets.
Drop me in the middle and let me go.
Just let me fucking go. Cool beans. So we give. So like I'm gonna go to like the commanders or whatever we'll call a huddle.
Yeah.
And
You go back to the main office.
yeah. And
That big police station.
before we like start a whole like we did it, everybody celebrate thing, talk to the commander dudes and be like, so I think we got it,
But I don't know.
but we don't know.
I don't know, if we start celebrating and it shows up, then we know for sure. You know?
Did we see any
It would
evidence
be
of
like some
rubble?
poetic timing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Throw a party to
Is
try
there
to.
any evidence
Exactly.
of
We
Blew it
just
out.
have a parade.
There's tons of
and
evidence
it's
of
great.
rubble,
You know, of like it
Yeah.
blowing out of the
Spiders.
box.
Yeah.
The whole region it had fought in for over a day and a half. There is rubble around.
So you said that when it burrows, like
it does leave some disturbed ground. Yes.
Yeah, and like it fills in
and
behind it.
I'm
and
saying
whatnot.
like there are some trails around from where it kind of like half burrowed through this section of the city and stuff like that. Near your box, there are multiple. Are they old? Are they new?
Did it go into the shadow?
I'm about to say I don't know. I don't think it could have gone to the shadow plane without actually
Didn't it do it before?
connecting. No, it did, but without. I mean, I guess it could have slimed through the bottom of the box and
Yeah.
then gone out through that way, but we don't know. Adara says she doesn't see us fighting it anymore, and the way the things are going, when this thing has showed up, we've been fighting.
Maybe that's
this
because
thing.
we're going to be dead.
You know, that's also a possibility, but let's not think about that right now.
We
So,
did it!
Yeah. Yeah, well, so tell the commander dudes, we did it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably.
The dwarves are more than thankful for everything you guys have done already.
Yeah, no,
And
I'm just
seeing
telling them-
so long as the nasty spell stays down, right? They are, and you guys have given them kind of the information needed at very least to fight these things. They're confident that if you guys go, they've got the forces here necessary.
So you guys can go around and tell everybody that we did it if you want. Start a cool celebration, but just know you might be made a liar in the future.
Low key, watch out for that thing.
Yeah.
So
So
they're
like,
probably not going to go televising that around or anything.
Yeah.
But
Maybe we just a solid. We've driven it back for now. We will see how long the peace holds.
yeah. We won this fight. But the war is definitely still going.
it was most certainly a clever way to take on this thing.
Whether or not it worked.
Whether or not it works.
And our god tokens.
You guys, it was a lot of god tokens. You guys pack up your crews and start getting ready to head out?
Yeah. I'm gonna talk with the king before we leave.
Not seeing audiences right now. You understand the state of emergency they're in.
You're right, but like we're part of the group that just saved y'all asses.
He can-
You got
he-
like 5 minutes.
He will send like Gontu with you to liaise, and
that
they
works.
can communicate through or something. But
That works.
no, right now, like busy, man.
That's fair. Gontu, welcome to the crew, man.
Yes, thank you. You have territory inside the Mad King's borders.
Sure do.
My people are very interested in that.
Well, we'll link our people up.
Utilize me as you see fit for the time being.
Ring, ring.
It's Ellie calls.
Hey, did you guys do it?
Impeccable timing.
Probably, maybe,
Dope.
pretty sure,
And then Ian.
but not certain.
Okay. Do you let the dwarves know that they need to send like an army over to kind of take over that tower a little bit better, so that the elves don't get fucked anymore? You maybe want to go, protect them until we can get them out.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But they're kind of dealing with stuff right now. But I'll pass on the message.
That might be a good idea.
You send the idea up the chain.
Like, hey.
There's certainly no like commitment right out the gate.
Yeah,
for
no,
that.
but I'll
Also, don't the
tell
dwarves hate
them.
the elves?
I'll tell them. That's.
You don't really know.
That's Lord of the Rings lore. Okay, we don't know. The elves have been gone for a long time, and everybody's kind of like, fuck the Mad King. So it's kind of like enemy of my enemy is my friend, even if they did have beef.
Are you sure?
Especially if these dwarves walk into the Lone Tower and see that shit. I don't know anybody who can see that and be like, ha, fuck those guys. If so, that's kind of a.
Even racist people will see helpless babies and be like, okay, we should probably save them.
At Russians World War II.
Like you kind of just be like, yeah, we don't like you, but
Proving your points.
we
very
don't
wrong.
like you that much.
Yeah, what I should have said.
So, so yeah,
Men,
we'll
on the
send
other
that
hand,
up.
are disgusting.
Gonna let them know. Gonna let the
Fucking
dwarves know that they are
Lack
going to have.
empathy and morals and care. The second it's given to them that okay, go have fun, like kill anything in sight, it's awful.
Mark would love that order.
Anyways, so yeah, let them know. Hey, we took out the
Very few
apparatus.
times my feminism comes out, but fucking war makes me mad. Oh, I'm so sorry
Okay.
that you've been talking the entire time and I just spoke.
I didn't fucking say anything. Anyways, we'll just let them know we took out the apparatus, but the tower's still there. They could very easily remake it.
Yeah, that's gonna wind up on top of the list.
Yeah, I'd make it a priority to take control of the tower. Let them know that the elves are being turned into a fucking battery, and not to destroy the tower because we're trying to save those elves.
Yeah. They do also let you know, since you guys are kind of packing up at this point, their main commercial hub has a standing stone terminal.
Oh.
And they've unlocked their standing stone in a way that they could teleport you to any other standing stone.
Hell yeah.
Could they then teleport? Could they teleport to our standing stone?
Yep.
Yeah, and back and forth.
Dope.
Same
Realistically, there a connection has to be made, but like, yeah, they send a technician with you, and they can get it more permanently connected.
Yeah, dope. Any troops you guys want to send them in. We're fighting the good fight.
Yeah, they're excited for that. Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
You guys gather the forces and go home.
Yeah.
Excellent. Derek's going to have to take a while with these elves before they're realistically stable and not comatose. Idzeli's going to get a little bit of treatment. If you guys spend some time, do you guys have anything that you're immediately hopping on? Or are we doing a little time skip?
Sport time.
Yeah, that would be
I wanna
time skip.
know-
Everybody needs a minute, I think, to kind
Yeah.
of regroup shit.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you need to?
Well, the only other thing would be like trying to follow up on the like any information about Lucian and the vessel that he was on, because the last we heard of it, it was like passing by. But the dwarves aren't going to have any information about that because they were all under the
The
nasty
dwarves
spell.
are not going to have any information about that.
Yeah.
The huntresses might, because the Mad King's fleet has to pass through their territory.
Mhm.
You talked to like Fourth Wind about that?
Yeah, whoever.
in the crew, yeah, she sends a couple messages up the chain. Some things come back. The vessel has been spotted. It's currently crossing the seas right around the Great Desert,
Okay.
which is that kind of far south. What is that? Southeastern
Yeah.
zone. So you could head there.
That is a
you've
part of
got
the country we have
some-
never been to.
You've got
I didn't
some
even know there was
bearings.
a desert.
You personally as well. You have some allies in the area. The wildfire is here, and he has pulled in the Spider and Vengeance, both of which
Oh,
were
cool.
the guys that were after Lucian originally, but now are like, oops.
Yeah, kind of neutral.
And there are a couple other kind of big name solo act Druidic Association folk around.
Oh God, why am I
And-
friends with the Druid?
Now that you've been absolved and
Yeah.
have now even switched to a kind of positive influence, they're not gonna like go sing your praises
Oh
anywhere,
no, absolutely not.
but they're more than willing to like hire you as a contractor, kind of thing. Those guys are willing to go roll up and do something about it.
Okay, cool. That's
That is an interesting thought as well, is with solid proof of what the Mad King is doing to the elves, that could potentially sway the Druidic Association. That is an affront against nature.
I was
It would persuade the Druidic Association. It is also what your handler, Lisa, has been looking for. It is information that the Temple of John has been looking for to pin the Mad King for war crimes, to call forth other forces to start intervening as well.
Oh yeah, no, I'll give her.
That's good. I hadn't thought about. I just thought about asking them to help
No, that is
because
that
there's
is
a lot
that is
going
an
on.
affront
We
to
will
nature.
we
Yeah.
will start some of this stuff when we get back from our 5-minute break. So we'll be back in 5. Hold on, guys.